Hi folks, welcome to my 8-Bit Retro Journal. This is a quick clip, 5 minutes or less. I'm actually away for the holidays, so I don't have any of my retro gear with me, but I wanted to do a quick video on the Amiga. So I'm using WinUAE. About a month ago I showed you Doom on the QL, and it turns out the same person implemented Doom on the Amiga. It's an initial rough port, even more rough shape than the Amiga version. I can't unfortunately click the icon. I also note I have Dread here, which is a similar to Doom-like game that was created from scratch in 2021, and I want to show you that as well. But let me show you the Doom version first. So I have to go DH0 expansion Doom, and so they haven't done much with the graphics. They're just basically tried to map it as fast as they can. So if you look here, you can see that the graphics aren't great. We're going to go straight to. Also, notice that the audio. It just replays the last sound in a loop, so that's something that's a bug in this as well. So this is going to do the sort of melt away that Doom is famous for. There it is. And here we are with Doom. So Dread is more like a Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein clone, and the difference is that Doom is kind of three-dimensional, right? So you'll see here, I'm going to go up these stairs. So Doom doesn't really allow you to go upstairs. I'm sorry, Wolfenstein and Dread doesn't really allow you to go upstairs, whereas Doom does. So it has sort of this three-dimensional plane, and so it'd be nice to get that working on an Amiga. Now there is already a version of Doom running on the Amiga, but it really requires an accelerated Amiga. This is running on WinUAE is set to run on a stock Amiga 500 or an Amiga 1000. Or a 600 for that matter, 7 megahertz, 68,000. I think this is using ECS graphics. I forget if OCS will work or not, but that's just a configuration that the author of this port said to do. Again, the graphics aren't necessarily perfect, but it's just an initial port, and I can imagine that the author is going to be able to. So here's a baddie. Yep, so I killed him. So the author of the port can, just like I mentioned for the QL, which the graphics weren't great, that the author of the Amiga port, the author that done both ports, hopefully he'll fix the graphics on both. And let me show you the graphics, what they could look like. So if I get out of this and quit, yes. If you go to Dread, you'll see that this port is, yeah, this one's gorgeous. So it's got options, but let me just do a new game. And you'll see here that, look at that. Now this uses the keyboard up arrows left and right just for moving forward, and you have to use the mouse to turn. I don't really like that. So you have to kind of use two hands, whereas on the Doom port, you didn't. But let me just show you what this can do. Yeah, and it's already baddie from the start, but you can see the graphics are so much better already, and I could see that the Doom port with the Doom engine could have similar graphics, and I think that would be awesome. And obviously audio is also more geared towards let's pick up some ammo. And there's a baddie that's going to come out of here at one point. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. And I think there's a baddie that's going to come at me from this side too. I've played this a bit. But again, this is more one-dimensional, meaning that you don't have you don't have up. It's like Wolfenstein, where you basically stay on that same level. Let's see who's coming up from this side. There it is. But certainly the graphics the visuals are so much nicer. And again, I can just imagine that being the case eventually for at least the Amiga version. The QL version is never going to be great. But I just wanted to. Is there some bad guy coming at me? There's health. But yeah, so that's really all I wanted to share with you today. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.